delighted to introduce you to the beautiful Carolyn Creed, who is a mindset and leadership coach and is going to be talking to us today about the gentle skills that are really truly our superpower. So if people are watching live, then we will try and see the likes and the comments, but I'm not sure if we will be able to, but please do comment and we will come back to it. And if you're watching the replay, just type hashtag replay. So Carolyn, tell us a little bit about you and the wonderful work that you're doing.
Oh, well, first of all, thank you so much for having me, Natasha. And it's such an honor to be with you. So yeah, I help people basically retrain, relearn, retraining their brains, basically. And I do that by speaking a lot about horse wisdom and gentle power to help predominantly very sensitive souls, like I call us, people like us, people probably in your community, gentle souls, people who are very highly sensitive, empaths, they feel a lot, and have felt in our world, crazy world, that being that way is wrong. There's a lot of baggage, and that was my journey, that being this sensitive, deeply feeling, gentle soul was wrong.
Yeah.
So that is who ends up in my community, and I think you probably have a lot in yours. And so what really helped me was my journey and relationship with horses, who, even if you haven't had much opportunity to be around them, we all know that they hold this magnificence.
Yes.
This majestic magnificence and this power, right? And I think even if we haven't had much time to be with them in person, all of us have this relationship just through our human journey.
Yeah.
Horses were an integral part of our evolution as humans. So I think we all do have that connection, and we all kind of like, even if you've never been around them, you just know like, oh, there's just something about horses, right? Like I hear that all the time.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And the other thing is that they are nature, and they're this powerful force of nature. But I think the thing that is most surprising for people who maybe haven't spent time with them is that they're massive, they're powerful, but they are very gentle.
Yeah.
And I think that's why, you know, when people come into the space with them and they're just like to be in this presence of this gigantic beast that is so gentle, is like, it just gives me chills even just to talk about it, is part of their magic. Yeah. And so I think being a gentle soul and then looking at this being that is very powerful but also very gentle has really helped me see, oh my gosh, real power is gentle. It's soft.
Yes. Yeah.
So my work is like bringing gentle power. And I think what is happening right now on the planet, and going into 2020, we've had, you know, conversations about this. Things are really, really shifting.
Yeah. Aren't they just?
The old ways are literally burning and crumbling.
Yeah.
And so there has never been a better time on this planet to claim your gentle power and really step into true power.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with you. I mean, like, as you said, we've had numerous conversations around this, and, you know, I've been so fortunate enough to work, you know, with you and and one of your horses, you know, even though an ocean separates us,
I know.
Still have that sense of that power that the horse brought to the session, and also the gentleness around it. And I still, you know, the video you sent me of that prior to our session, I mean, just I still have a very strong image of that, and it was really so powerful in such a gentle way, and you have such a beautiful way of bringing those two elements together, really and truly. So yeah, so I mean, like, absolutely fascinating. So if anyone is interested in knowing more about the horses and working with them, then yeah, I definitely encourage you to find out more. But for today, talking about these gentle skills that you talked about, and so tell us the 3 that you want to share with us, because they're all things that I too, and people will really resonate with in the community as well. But I think the way that you explain it and the way that you bring that together is just really, really beautiful. So,
yeah. Well, I think, really what gentle power is, and what the horses teach, is this first of all, sensitivity, and really embracing that, and embracing the inner wisdom that we all have, listening to that inner guidance system, also known as intuition, right? So that is kind of the first one. And these 3 have really, really helped me change my life, like beyond, and just change every facet of my life.
Yeah.
Relationships, my business, everything. And the more I embrace, like just think that there's more, like you can be even more connected to your intuition, right? So, and that is something that, again, in our culture, in our society, we are taught to just cut it right off, right? Most of us went through a system through our developmental years where it's, do what you're told, right? So then when it comes to doing what we want to do, we're sitting there going, I don't know what to do, waiting for somebody to tell you. Yeah. So your intuition, and tapping into it, cultivating that, it's a relationship like anything else. So even if you think, oh, I'm not intuitive or I'm not connected to it, you absolutely are. We all are. As humans, we are like the horses. We are nature. We have our intuition, and it is here to guide you. It is not here to torment you. So getting really still, having that spaciousness to connect to your intuition. Yeah. And the horses teach that. They are these highly sensitive beings, that go off of the sensitivity and that intuition, that instinct to that we have as well. And I would say that's the number one gentle skill, right? And we're not taught it.
No, we're really not. And it's something that I feel is always ever evolving as well. As I sort of tap into my own intuition, the more I do it, the more I realize that there is to learn around being guided by it, trusting it, allowing it, listening. I find that I'm sometimes very good at just kind of cutting off. I feel like I'm connected to it in some ways, but I'm not really truly listening. And I have to really remind myself to come back and go, okay, now listen, really listen.
Yeah, exactly. And if you haven't cultivated a relationship with it, like for me, I was so cut off from it. And it came through crisis where I was forced to listen. Yeah. And life is kind of like that. If you're not going to be listening, then oftentimes there will come circumstances that will force you to listen. Right? Yeah. I think so many people can resonate with that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, totally. And I'm sure a lot of people in the community can as well. There's things that have really made us stop and say, right, now, if I'm not going to start now, then when? And it's like we've got to tap into that intuition.
Yeah. And it's that listening, right? Like we don't make space for the listening. Like stillness and spaciousness, I say, are the 2 like ingredients that we need to cultivate that relationship, to really strengthen that connection. And so where are you getting that in this modern go, 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 do world that we're in?
Yeah. Right? Yeah, absolutely. And that's for me, it's like my morning ritual is going to my park. I mean, I live in central London, so I've had to carve that out and put that as my priority. My business is my priority, but my well-being and my connection to nature has to sit on top of that, because if I'm not doing that, then my business is going to suffer.
Well, this is it. And making that connection, right? Like us as doing the work that we're doing, like it is so important in business.
Yeah.
Like no one's going to tell you what to do.
Yeah.
So you better be tapped in and connected, and that, will lead you down the path that is meant for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, really nice, and cultivating that and just really getting to know ourselves on such a much deeper level.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's so much there. Like it's just as
Isn't
well,
there?
never ending well, right? That is inside of us.
Oh,
And
yes.
to think, like I was saying before, it's, when I went through the crisis, it was with my pregnancy with my son is when I was forced to listen, a high risk pregnancy. And that was only 5 years ago. And I was, I just can't believe, like, gosh, that was in me all along, and all those years, I had no idea.
Yeah. Yes. Well, we're cut off from it, aren't we? We're not, as you say, we're not taught to
No.
listen to that and to live our lives governed by that.
Yeah.
It's all about listening to other people. So yeah, so you know, listening to our intuition is such an important element of that.
And in business, I call it your CIO, your Chief Intuitive Officer.
Oh, I love that. Intuitive officer. I'm going to hire myself some one of them. Brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah.
So true.
Check in with your CIO. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Because we do have another board of directors around our business, even if it is just us. It's
I know.
all of that, as you say, the horses, the nature, the
Oh.
connection, the signs from other, and we have to sit down and listen to those other board members. Love it. Love it. So everyone listen to that, like hire your own board. You get to choose.
Yeah.
You get to choose what
Yeah.
who they are, who you want sitting on your board. Brilliant.
Exactly. Yeah. And we need that team, right? Like, here we are as these, solopreneurs, a lot of us starting out. Like you still have a team.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think there is somebody watching, because someone's just said,
I know.
I love it. Oh, you can see that too. Okay, great.
So cool.
So brilliant. It's good to see that.
This Facebook user though. So sorry, I don't know who you are, but after we'll
say. But yeah, I love it. I love it. Brilliant. Right. So that probably takes us on to like the second gentle skill.
So gentle skill, again, it's counterintuitive, because everything, like I'm saying, it goes against everything we've been taught, is embracing uncertainty.
Yeah.
Embracing uncertainty. And so we think our power comes from, okay, I gotta plan out the future. I'm gonna control all the steps, and then I'm just gonna boop, 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 follow the steps, right? No.
Don't work like that.
Doesn't quite work like that, as we all, have experienced, right? So again, the horses, they're following this, their sensitivity, so that they are flowing with life. They are flowing with nature, right? Whatever nature comes, they can deal with it. So whatever comes our way, we can deal with it, right? It's not about, I know everything. I know exactly what's going to happen. And so now I'm okay. Falling in love with, I have no idea what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And I know I'm okay.
Yeah.
In each moment, I am okay. And that's where our strength and our power comes from.
Yeah.
And again, through this high-risk pregnancy, when I had like the crash course in all of this, just like super short, I had a high-risk pregnancy. My water broke at 21 weeks. So at any moment, I could lose my baby, right? So I literally had to live for this period of time, several months, every single day, living in the unknown, right? And that is what we are. Like I say, like we're spinning around this giant ball of gas, like in a never expanding universe. Like you think you know what's going to happen?
No. How can we? How can we possibly? And yet again, we are, you know, encouraged to only do things if we absolutely know what the outcome is, and, you know, with some certainty, and everything else, you know, that comes with that. But as you say, you know, big ball of gas, ever expanding universe. Love that.
Like, who, you know, who knows? Who knows? And I think like really like reframing, like not just like embracing and falling in love. Like, how do I fall in love with, I have no idea what's going to happen, and not, oh my God, I don't know what's going to happen, to, oh my God, I have no idea what's going to happen. What's possible?
Yeah.
What is possible?
Yeah. And what a beautiful.
Right. But again, oh, sorry, what?
No, I think we just cut out there. Carry on.
Oh, it comes to the, one of my favorite words is the cultivation, right? And cultivating that skill of being in the uncertainty.
Yeah.
And guess what? It leads us to our next one, which is being uncomfortable. Because as you're sitting in uncertainty, it's going to feel downright gross.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah. So I think, it's Robert actually. Hi, Rob. Yeah, saying falling in love with not knowing, but yeah, this getting comfortable with uncertain, yeah. Carry on.
Get comfortable. I say get in good with being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so these, you know, why are these gentle skills? These are not like, you know, go and attack your goals and go and, you know, do this. Like, these are like, I gotta sit here, and actually I don't have to do anything. I just have to let this gross, like, I want to die feeling of discomfort wash over me, and not do all the things that I want to do to avoid it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that is the work.
The distraction.
The distraction. Where's the phone? Where's the cookies? Where's the shopping? Where's the drinking? You know, where's the anything else but this? Anything else but this.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm shaking my computer.
No, okay.
Right? And so this is where, yeah, that's the work. And it's the work of not working. Yeah, the work of not working hard and working, I don't know, there's some kind of paradox in there.
Yeah.
Working hard at not working.
Yes. Yeah. Because when we can sit with that and allow it, you know, we create all this space for something else to happen. But when we're like filling it with distraction and all these busy things that we're so used to doing, I remember this very, very well from my earlier days. Still kind of do it in some degrees, but I stop much sooner now, which is the big thing.
Yeah, right. It's a journey, right?
We don't allow the space for something beautiful to unfold and allow ourselves to move through the uncomfortable much quicker.
Exactly. And again, we come to that space, right? Space. Yeah. Like, you need the space. Like the mighty oak. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like nature, right? And again, horses, if you observe horses, you know, these powerful creatures that can run like, you know, fast, and they've done so much to evolve us. You spend time with them. A lot of the time, they're like not really doing anything. Right? And look at nature. It's winter now. Yeah. Not doing much. Not a lot that we can see.
Yeah.
Right? But it's that underneath where all the work comes in. And being willing to sit in the work of the underneath, the unseen, is where I believe our gentle power comes from.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And it's just so, it is so powerful. They are soft. And it does, you know, beautifully marry this softer, nurturing, nature-filled energy with something that is so powerful. You know, the force of nature is, you know, mostly gentle, but it is so strong. And, you know, one of the things that I remember you saying when we spoke before was that, you know, how, you know, bringing these skills into your business has led you to having the best year in your business.
Yeah.
and in your life, you said as well. So it's not just about business, because it encompasses all of us. So
Yeah.
this is where the proof is, right? So
And it's there, right? Like we want, where's the proof? Well, it's, I mean, I'm living it, my clients are living it, your clients are living it,
yeah,
and I think it's just, we need more. Like I always say, we need more hands on deck of um like we're just seeing like the old way of force and manipulate and power over, and I'm going to make it happen, I'm going to force it to happen. Like look where it got us, right? So I think now people are just so ready for coming back into alignment with
yeah,
what this whole thing is, which is life and being human. We are nature too,
yeah,
right? And we basically cut out the natural part of us
yeah,
as we became so machine and industrial focused.
yeah,
We lost our own nature.
yeah. Yes, and that's so true, isn't it? We often think that, we are separate from nature, but we are not. We're part of it. And I know that, but actually
Yeah,
hearing you say that, it just redefines it, doesn't it? It's like,
I
yeah,
know.
it's not me and it's not me and them. It's us all collectively, and we're all contributing to the energies on this planet, and we need a shift. And we are the ones that are going to bring that.
Yeah, we're the ones we've been waiting for, like
Yeah.
I say. So, and it's, as each person is, like I say, really boldly stepping into their gentle power, and they feel like I feel, which is just like alive and excited and like full of bliss. And I just want to like bathe the world in love,
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
Um, I do. Like that's powerful. That's leadership, because that's how we're gonna. It's the ripple effect,
Yeah.
right? So,
Yeah. Definitely.
and as we all become these powerful ripples, that's how the change is going to happen, and it
Yeah.
is happening. It is
It
happening,
is. Yeah,
right?
you're right. It is happening, and it's gathering momentum. And the more of us that realize our role in that and come together collectively, that's what is the beauty of the work, that we are all doing, that everyone in this community is doing, that, that we are trying to shift and get that further and further out there. And that's the beauty of it. And I do believe that leadership is so important, but it's shifting our perception of what leadership is. And I think you've just summed that up beautifully, because it is this gentle, soft element
Mm-hmm.
of approach that it has so much more power than this bullish kind of like, let's get it done kind of
Yeah,
attitude. And when we
exactly.
soften that, we get everything shifts and changes, and the power is immense. So thank you so much for sharing those three wonderful skills that we can all start to bring in out. And most of us are probably doing it, but even for me, I recognize like little elements of where I can tweak something and I can change something and take that to the next level and take that to the next step, because our learning is never done. I don't think, I know you know
Yeah,
that too. It's like we're going through this expansion, and we go through these stages of expansion, and it gets pretty uncomfortable, and we either keep going or we turn around and go back. And if we keep going, then there's always something new to learn and to move into as a result of that. So thank you so much for sharing it. Now I know that you have to tell us how our community can help you and support you in your mission to changing the shape of leadership in this way.
yeah. Well, I really do feel like I'm on the soul mission to shift power on this planet, and to make power gentle, and to
Yeah,
make gentle powerful. Like those are not really two things. You don't think of powerful and you think gentle.
yeah,
Like, so I really feel like bringing those two words together is and what that means is what I'm here to do. And I think just like who I am, my journey, my work with the horses, who so masterfully hold
yeah,
that basically paradox. Um, yeah, it's just like that. Yeah, that's what I'm here to do. So I have a community called the Gentle Warrior Collective, which you are a very valued member of. So we can, if people want to come in there, we have community calls every month,
Yeah.
really talking about all the stuff that we're talking about, bringing more gentleness into your life, into your business, embracing our nature, working with life and flow, living a more aligned in flow life and business, and shifting the conversations around power and leadership.
Yeah.
That's what we do in the Gentle Warrior Collective. And then I also have it's almost ready. So I really would love to give that to your community, and I will post it after.
Yeah.
Is the Gentle Soul's Guide to Power and Success. These, two very like charged, we have a lot of charged feelings around what power and success is. So this is the Gentle Soul's version of what that is.
Yeah, fantastic. So I'm going to put the links to where people can find Carolyn and join her community, or reach out to her and ask her questions, but post any questions you have here in the feed as well, and Carolyn and I will come back to it, and we will answer any questions that you have. And then Carolyn, yes, feel free to post your guide when it's ready, and share that here with the community. But so if you're watching the replay and you have questions, then just let us know. And thank you so much, Carolyn, for coming and joining me and having this wonderful, powerful but gentle conversation about leadership. And thank you for watching as well, those of you that have been joining live. And yes, I will see you again next week for the next Soul Wisdom training as we gear up towards Christmas and the new year. Yeah, so thanks again, and see you soon. Bye for now.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.